Hello everyone, we're going to be talking about the concept of how you typically pick out any given game that you're going to play on a particular system at that precise moment in time. I mean, how's that exactly right at playing Tubular Worlds for the Amiga? I mean, did I go to a website such as GameSpot and read the review? Or watch a video review on like YouTube that Jeff Gershman did or IGN did? I mean, it is what it is. I mean, most of us might have found games on the basis of reviews that we found online, video reviews, etc., all that fun stuff. Or even like in magazines like GamePro, Electronic Gaming Monthly, Nintendo Power, and so on. I mean, back in the day, I would go to the bookstore just to read these magazines and see the latest reviews, and got quite a few games. I mean, Troubleshooter by Big Toe K for the Mega Drive was an awesome game, and I didn't even know about the game until I read the review in GamePro magazine. And I learned at an early age that many magazines and such gave biased reviews on the basis of advertising. And I learned this even more as ironclad evidence when Jeff Gershman did a review for the Kane and Lynch game on GameSpot. And of course, it wasn't a good review, yet there was an advertisement from Midos on their website. So suffice to say, put two and two together. After his bad review, he was no longer part of the site, but he went on to greater, grandiose things, had his own website later on. And then ironically enough, I believe it was like Viacom that bought out both websites, and then he essentially worked for GameSpot again. I mean, you can also do like user reviews on like Amazon, and of course like even GameStop.com, and it is what it is. But there's also word of mouth. Say you run into like Brad Dourif or Jack Nicholson before they got into their like Shining or Child's Play phase. And yes, I'm looking forward to the next Child's Play movie with the real Brad Dourif, not the AI related one which came out last year because of the licensed distribution rights, because they were able to do one for TV, one for theatrical distribution, and Brad Dourif was part of the one that has more on the streaming or TV distribution rights. So it's going to be fun. I like what they did with it, but I would have loved to see Brad Dourif in it. Kind of like they did on the Sci-Fi Channel. They had Dee Wallace in like the remake of course, Critters movie. It wasn't really that great, but it was still entertaining to watch for what it was. But then they did a Shudder original series with different distribution rights, and it was more comical in nature, and I enjoyed that one actually quite a bit more. The episodes were literally like about 8 minutes each. But by word of mouth, we're playing this totally tubular game about worlds, right? I mean, what other games have people recommended to you when you went to school that you got into? I mean, word of mouth is a thing. I probably would have never known about Violent Secret Castle by Hudson South if not for word of mouth. It is an intricate game that is meant to learn a lifetime to master, because you'll probably never beat that game without any strategy guide. And of course, we didn't really have the online resource of strategy guides back then, so when you play Violent Secret Castle, you had to hop and bop and just hope that you found the right place to go in a stage. It's pretty crazy. And one time I kind of told somebody at school, hey, this is like a Mario style game, so I could borrow a skater die and be the coolest kid on the block, because I couldn't really find skater die in stock at any store whatsoever. Whoa, let's get insane here. Whoa. Oh, jeez. But yes, that was a cheap shot there. Let's try one more life here. But yeah, Skater Die 2. I love all these games, I mean, and you might have noticed that these were under the guise of Ultra Games, even though they were truly Konami, because Nintendo only allowed a certain allotted amount of games per year to be released under any specific company. That's why Konami also had Ultra Games. They did Defender of the Crown, TMNT, and of course like stuff like Mission Impossible. I mean, what other Ultra games you know? We also have Snake's Revenge, which is a pseudo Metal Gear sequel, but the real guy, Kojima, who's behind the MSX version, had absolutely nothing to do with it. He didn't even know it was out until after the fact, and he actually was very thoroughly disappointed because it was not true Kojima fashion. But what other games do you know that you've gotten recommendations on by word of mouth? I mean, for me, it was Violent Secret Castle. I mean, you just go to school, bullshit with your friends, whatever, and like, hey, what game did you play over the weekend? Oh, I got this Tony Hawk game for PlayStation 1. It's so badass, you gotta check it out. Oh, and I got Spider-Man playing and Tony Hawk. Oh, wait, I should have told you that. Spoiler alert. But let me know. And obviously, like Shadowgate, I didn't really know about Shadowgate until a friend at school told me about that, and then I wanted to borrow it so bad, and finally one friend let me borrow it later on. It's fun stuff. Well, okay, let's get through here this time. Watch out for these things. It's almost like some of the things you run into in like Life Force, them crazy like asteroid belts and such. Whoa, 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 whoa! No mercy here. Am I gonna make it through here? Oh wow. Okay, so far so good, but I'm whoa, no. But hope you enjoyed the video, guys and gals. There'll be more to come.